right, you guys, podcast time.
Chew. It's quieter.
Fucking podcasting right now.
Chew quieter.
And now, to the podcast studio.
And welcome back to Chew Quieter. We are your favorite podcast. We are your favorite podcast with three fucking knuckleheads that just have nothing else to do on a weekday than just to talk at a camera.
Yeah, come to talk some shit.
Yeah, we are your host. My name is Gabe. We got Chris over here in the Trump hat, and the other bald guy is Armando. So, for those that are new, we talk about almost everything. We all came from the off-road industry, and now we've all kind of spun away from that just a little bit, but still have our hands in it. But we also still, we still talk, and we follow politics, we follow current events, we follow sports, we follow all kinds of shit. Even the Hawk Tua fucking chick. So,
oh my god.
Speaking, did you see her at some concert the other night?
I think it was Brian. What's his name? I don't know his last name.
I'm not too big into country, so I really have no idea.
She was at his concert. Apparently,
does she sing well at least, or is she just a fucking train wreck?
I think she's a train wreck. But her apparently
5 seconds of fame is almost over.
It is, but apparently she was on another podcast I was watching, just shorts of it. Apparently she's not a preschool teacher. Everything in the media that they've said she is has been a lie.
Yes,
she worked at a spring factory.
She's from Lewisburg, just
not far
down the road from me.
Yes. So apparently she's probably going to start her own podcast now and go and feature on other podcasts. Man, we should get Hawk Tua on this podcast.
We should. We should reach out to her.
But I
have a lot of questions for her.
I just like everybody else trying to come behind her with other things that sort of pertains to the same thing she's trying to do, trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think she's trying to trademark that too.
I would be.
Oh yeah,
I would be. Look at how many hat sales she's going to make.
She's already made a lot of sales on her Facebook page.
Yep.
So
I believe it was all set up, to be honest.
I mean, good for her. Fucking make that quick buck. Who cares?
Yeah.
At least you're not fucking light bright and selling your fucking pussy and asshole on fucking OnlyFans.
Oh, you had to go there.
Yeah. I mean, but is it true?
Well, hey, does anyone want to see my OnlyFans? I got some pretty cool toes.
Oh God!
I shave them.
You shave your toes?
No, I do not.
See, you need to get one of those weed torches.
Weed whackers.
No, I got a weed torch, and I went out and did it with flip flops and burned the hair off all my feet.
Oh my God!
I'm like going across. I'm like, oh, that hurts. I'm like, oh wait, there's all the you smell hair burning. I'm like, oh yeah, torch.
I had to go. I recently just bought pants specifically to go cut my grass when it's in the summer because I've been getting mosquito bites and all kinds of bug bites on my legs.
Bugs, yeah,
chiggers and everything. So these pants are specifically they're hunting pants. So they have an built-in insect repellent type thing. So as stupid as it sounds, I'm just tired of getting bit by bugs when I'm out there for 2 hours cutting my grass and edging and weed whacking and everything else.
I don't have that problem. I think it's just Mexican blood they like. They don't like Australian blood. I don't get mosquito bites. I don't get shit.
No.
I think they just like the brown people.
Your blood's full of aluminium.
Maybe. Probably in the next couple of years, I'll be that American that they'll be starting to eat me now because I've got all this shit in the food that they put in and it's starting to get into my system.
It's all the.
And you start eating mac and cheese, and then they'll start eating you.
It's all the Vegemite and aluminium in your blood. All right, boys. So, quick question for you. Let's say shit hits the fan.
Mm-hmm.
What's in your go bag? Your bug out bag? what do you take with you if you have to leave the house? What's in your bug out bag?
Well, so I've asked my neighbors the same thing. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to go and steal theirs. I'm good. They're worried about getting their bug out bag. I've already got my gun, and I've just got theirs as I'm walking up the street. I'm good.
It's like you move next door to some Biden people with the Biden bumper sticker. That's your bug out bag.
Oh, that's a good point, dude.
You find the Biden stickers, and there's your bug out bags right there.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. I mean, what are they going to do? Call the cops?
No, they're going to come for them.
Shit's hit the fan. The cops are too busy dealing with that shit.
What do you mean? The cops have already bugged out. What are you talking about?
The cops are gone too. There's no cops.
Cops are gone too.
Everybody's
There's
bugged
no
the hell
cops.
out.
They're all done. Yeah.
I just want to know where everyone's going. That's all I need to worry about. Where are we all going to? Where are we mustering to?
I'm going to find someone that has a storm shelter and
well,
maybe hang out in there a little bit.
I know where there's 2 in Utah. Did I ever tell you that story?
No.
I was in Utah.
No.
So back in the day when I was doing a certain other job, I was doing a install in the garage in Utah. And the customer said to me, "Hey, come in the garage. It's really hot." I think it was about the same time this year. And it's like 100 degrees out there. Come in the garage, do it in here, and we'll be good. And we're talking, and typical Americans, they go like, "Hey, I know you're Australian, but do you like guns?" And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, "Go over to the wall over there," and it's literally a picture of a mesa on the wall. I hope he's not watching this because I'm going to give it away. But he says, "Go push a rock. You'll see it when you get close enough. Push the rock, and a door will open." The door opens, and it sort of goes down, and it's like the Matrix. There's just racks of supplies, guns, ammunition. And he's like, "Dude, if you need, like, when the shit hits the fan," and this is going back in the, when we all thought the shit was going to hit the fan a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He's like, "You come here because I can't shoot all these guns. Like, I need people.
I need backup.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I said, "This is pretty cool." And he goes, like, "My friend he has a cave that everyone drives past all the time, but he has like a camouflage net over it. So when people bypass it, they don't see it." And he says, "Dude, he's got a compound into the mountain that's been there for 10 years and he's been stocking shit up."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Man, I don't know about coming here. I want to go there. Let's get all the guns from here and go all the way over there."
Yeah.
So
that's something I've actually been thinking about doing is getting a 55-gallon drum, plastic one, that you can store water in and just collect rainwater.
you can do that. You can't let it sit though. That's the problem. It becomes stagnant.
Even supplies, even like those barrels that have the MREs and stuff like that, you have to swap them out every so often. And who wants to eat a fucking 5-gallon pail of MREs when you're not on lockdown?
Well, there's the ones that are good for like 15 years.
But
yeah,
you get that
but there's some that are just.
You get that drum, Gabe, and I know where I'm going to come next because you'll be sick on the floor. I'll just come and get your stuff.
Well, it would be covered. I wouldn't just. It would be covered. I wouldn't. I'd have it sealed and everything once I collect the rainwater.
Man, I'll just make my way. I'm just going to rifle through people's stuff as I go. I'll be good.
I could just throw in some iodine pills in there or tablets and still drink. It tastes like shit, but
hey,
it's still water.
Hey, apparently that was in a movie. Tastes like shit, but you can live on it. Do you know what movie that was from?
No.
Brando?
Crocodile Dundee.
Oi.
I'm pretty sure it was a can of baked beans. Tastes like shit, but you can fucking live on it.
I love baked beans, especially the ones with the little wieners in them.
Ugh.
It's a beanie weenie?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I think in my bag I would definitely have an extra pair of underwear. Just because I don't want to be in a situation where I think it's a fart.
So you only have one extra pair of underwear? How long do you think this is going to last for?
I don't know. But
What's the next 7 days going to be for?
I'm like, why are you not taking like a few pair of underwear? Just one?
Well, it's a bug out bag. It's not supposed to be a suitcase.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be plenty of places you can find underwear. I don't think that's. I'm pretty sure that stuff's going to be left behind somewhere.
yeah. And underwear is not really going to be a high on my list of priorities.
No.
At that point.
Okay, so here's a list of high priority other stuff. At least one bottle of whiskey.
At the very least.
At the very least, you got to have at least one bottle because I mean you're going to have to deal with the reality that shit's fucked up.
I got 2 rolls of toilet paper.
2?
That's where the extra. See,
Two.
You're going to need an extra fucking pair of underwear if you only have 2 rolls of toilet paper.
Oh, geez.
Definitely have a pack of dude wipes.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. It's just
But
something
I would have to have 2 guns with me. One at least for long range, and one for close combat.
No, I'm just.
So a 10.5 inch and a 16-inch, basically.
Yeah. I'll have my 3. My long gun, my AR, and my pistol.
Well, my pistol would be on my side.
Yeah.
Definitely on my side. And it would never leave my side. I would go to the bathroom with it. I would probably shower with it if there was showers available somewhere. If I had to go take a bath in a creek, I'd have it right there on a little rock next to me or something with my extra underwear.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Armando, you need an on-air sign in your office.
I need to just lock the fucking door. I think these fucking kids.
Like, just put a hang on the door, on air, go away.
I just lock. It's funny is I used to have this little thing that hung on the door. It says "busy." I'm in a meeting, but one of the dogs ate it, so that was gone. So now it's just I got to come in here and lock the door. But then when I lock the door, they pound on it. I'm like, that doesn't fucking do any good.
Yeah, you need an on-air sign, like
Yeah.
recording or podcasting or jerking off or something.
Leave me alone. I'm doing my go bag.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
So
wasn't that one movie? He's like, "Leave me alone, baiting."
Baiting.
Yeah, was it Idiocracy? I think
It's Idiocracy.
Oh, it must be a B grade movie. Haven't seen that one.
Oh, you've got to see it.
You've never seen Idiocracy?
It's what's happening right now in this country.
Yeah.
Everywhere, actually.
I watched that the other night. Then wasn't that the debate?
All right, let's
Fried
get
chicken.
into the debate. I was going to put that off until later, but let's.
We can wait till later.
You've already segued us into it.
All
Might
right,
as well.
fine.
All right, so I thought it would last a little bit longer for Biden to start mumbling and stumbling.
He
But
already
it was
started.
less than 12 minutes in, and he was already.
Where am I? Where's my ice cream? You told me 5 minutes ice cream.
Ooh, that
Got that
Adderall they
beer.
gave him did not last very long for him.
Look, so here's the thing. You know when he's making shit up in his head because he stutters or he doesn't remember where he's at or whatever. There was even a clip. I don't know how true it is. It's a clip. And you can hear someone telling him what to say.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys see that clip?
I didn't see it, but I saw a tweet about it. Someone
Someone
mentioned
recorded it on their TV and they replayed it and replayed it and replayed it. And you can actually, I actually thought it was Trump when I heard it. But then when I turned the volume up and someone blocked out the rest of the sound, it's not Trump. Because it doesn't sound like Trump when he puts his lips together.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like Trump. So it's like, it's clearly someone's telling him what to say.
And I thought there was a rule in this debate they couldn't have earpieces.
No earpieces and no notes. And clearly you can see Biden have notes on his pedestal.
Well, they're allowed to have a tablet of paper, and a pen, so they can keep notes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even know
But
they were
that
allowed
was
to do
supposed to
that.
be it. Yeah. I will say this.
Think he can write?
Gibberish, yes.
It looks like a doctor's
like-
prescription.
He draws stick figures.
Yeah. I will say that the moderators actually surprised me. I thought they were
Yes.
going to be way more leaning towards Biden.
Mm-hmm.
But they were very fair. In my opinion, they were pretty fair. I was very surprised by that.
Well, everybody's turning on Biden right now. all the celebrity talk shows are
All the
literally
pundits.
spun around, and they're starting to hang shit on Biden.
Yeah.
Before they're like, no, Trump's this, Trump's that. Now it's like the other way because they know the tides are turning, and no one's going to watch their shows because everyone's starting to wake up to all the bullshit that Biden's been talking.
So speaking of that, I forget this fucking guy's name, Joe Scarsborough or some shit like that. Someone had made this video and put it on YouTube. I thought it was fucking brilliant.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever. Not a close second. And I've known him for years. The Brzezinskis have known him for 50 years. If it weren't the truth, I wouldn't say it. But can he run for president in 2024? Donald Trump lied over and over and over and over again. And Joe Biden couldn't respond to any of those lies.
So that's the first part that he's talking was back in March, and the second part was just a few days ago after the debate. So they're backpedaling. I mean, they're saying back then everyone was like, he's the most competent, he's fine, he's great, he's going to be fine.
Now it's all just, well, Trump lied. Well, I don't know. I was running tally with fact checking on Mr. Mumblebutts, and there wasn't much on that side that was clear, concise, or truthful either.
So that's the thing about it. I was pretty much monitoring Twitter real time for fact checking, and a lot of it was Trump was telling half truths on a lot of things. He was, and a lot of it, people were saying that he's just grandstanding and he's bragging and he's this and that. Well, in my opinion, if you're running for office, that's what you want to do. You want to brag about things that you've done.
Correct.
You want to over exaggerate things that you have done. So
that's what happens.
Well,
It's happened since high school freaking student body president elections. Come on.
I will give you free pizza on Fridays
Yeah.
and half days, and you can skip 6th period.
Exactly. We're going to open up the vending machine so everybody gets stuff for free. Yeah, none of that shit's happening. Come on.
Biden was bragging too because he said he's done such a good job.
Well, I remember he said that no soldiers have died during his presidency, and that was a lie. 13 soldiers have died under his watch.
Well, more than that, because I think there was another 3 in Sudan or Somalia or somewhere like that. Another 3 died. There's a few others as well. Like, how can you forget the 13? Like, that was your biggest mistake in your presidency, was allowing that to happen.
Yeah.
God, are we allowed to burp on air now?
Dude, there's no sneaking that one out.
You know what, Gabe? You need to mute yourself when you do that.
It's either it comes out of my mouth or my ass.
No, so I watched Grown Ups 2 the other night. I love that show. If I want a good laugh, I watch the whole 3 series. So I forget what his name is, the big fat guy, when he does his little
Kevin
burps.
James.
Yeah, he burps and farts at the same time. It's like, that's you, Gabe.
I don't have that talent. I don't know if I can burp and fart at the same time.
Well, does he? No, hang on.
I might have an aneurysm.
He sneezes, burps, and farts at the same time.
Yeah, that's
what he does.
My heart might stop.
There's nothing wrong with a good belly laugh.
No,
nothing wrong with that.
So when you back to this debate, the other things that Joe Biden lied about was saying that immigration, the Border Patrol, has endorsed him, and they were so quick to release a tweet and says, "No, we have never endorsed or never will endorse Joe Biden."
Yeah,
I was like, "Ooh, boy."
Yeah, no, he's
red-handed.
But his other one was 15% unemployment rate when Donald Trump left office. Donald Trump left me with 15% unemployment rate. I'm like, we didn't see that until way after.
No,
yeah, and
inflation was like 1.7.
Yeah, so the unemployment, it was actually 7% during
6.3.
before COVID. When COVID hit, it rose to 13, only because COVID and everyone was getting let go, and then it spiked.
Yeah, because it's recovery jobs.
Yeah, it's recovery jobs. So everything that Joe Biden is saying that he's created jobs are recovery jobs, and they're government jobs that they've renamed.
Mm-hmm.
So they're eliminating certain positions and moving those people to other positions.
Yeah, he's counting the 34,000 new IRS agents as like new jobs.
Yeah,
You don't count government
that's a bunch
jobs
of bullshit.
because it costs the government. It costs the government to get government jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the whole thing was just, I was just sitting there going.
Yeah. So the other thing I thought was interesting was him saying that Trump said something about the fine people when referring to the South Carolina issue or rally that happened, and that was fact checked in real time by Snops, which is a liberal fact checking site. Yeah, and they said no, he did not say that, and they actually went as far as I think it was CNN, and I'd have to find it, but they actually had a clip of that speech, and if you when you put it in context, that's not what he said at all. Like they're chopping up these video clips and then they're taking it way out of context.
It's all what it is. It's always been that way. Everything they said that he said this. Well, there was a reason behind what he said when he said that.
Mm-hmm.
You actually listen to all of it. It makes a lot of sense why he said it. It's just crap.
Yeah. The other thing I thought was really funny was Biden was talking, and at the end of the sentence, he just starts mumbling, and Trump says, I don't know what he said at the last part of that sentence, but...
And I don't think he does. And I don't think he does either.
No.
That's my favorite clip. That's my favorite clip of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's
and I
talking
don't think
about.
he does either.
Yeah.
And the other thing that was just complete bullshit is saying that he's a 6 handicapped in golf.
Yeah, that was.
And then he backed it up like 2 seconds later, said to 8. He was an 8.
I'm pretty sure you're way worse than that, dude. You'd be lucky to hit the ball off the tee.
So what hasn't come up though is the backhanded racism that comes out of Biden's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Trump was talking about how much he's done with black colleges and how much money he's doing whatever, and he's like, well, I help this because black colleges because everyone who makes under $70,000 is getting this money. I'm like, whoa, did you just call black people poor?
Yeah.
Like you just like say that only black people make under 70 grand? Like that's like the typical backhanded racism that comes out of that fucker's mouth.
Yeah.
And everyone just, oh, it's okay. He doesn't mean that. That's not what he means. He fucking says it all the time. And you could open your fucking eyes. That's what he's saying.
Yep.
Well, last election,
and you believe
he said,
he's your, all that about, he's the you people of the you people movement.
Yeah. Last election, he said, "You're not black if you don't vote for me."
Exactly.
You're not
he
black.
literally said that.
Yeah. So,
well, it's funny you say that. So, the morning after, I'm out in the backyard with Ralph doing his morning routine of peeing and pooping. And the next door neighbor at the back, she's kind of loud. So I know who she's voting for. And it's not this guy. And
so there's your bug out bag.
Yeah.
So she's black. And she was talking to either a friend or a daughter on the phone. Both of them are on loudspeaker. Whoever's on the other side of the phone supports Trump. She supports Biden. And she is literally saying, he's a liar. He's a rapist. He's this. How can you vote for him? And I'm like, where does it say he got charged with rape?
This continual serial rapist. I'm like, when did he rape someone?
Yeah,
he had sex with a porn star.
Yeah,
he had sex with a porn star that he Of course he tried to hide it. Come on, who fucking would it?
Yeah.
We had a president getting blowjobs in the freaking Oval Office that was hiding it.
Mhm.
So come on, really?
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna go for here now. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, and she's like, saying all this stuff, and I'm just like, how are you still believing all these things and that Joe Biden is competent after watching the debate when the guy can't string a sentence together? He can't think for himself. But you still want to go out and vote for him.
Well, here's his golf swing. So I found this, and this guy kind of dials it in a little bit.
Now, some of the things we have to look for is this person capable of hitting more than 50 yards as claimed by Mr. Two in the Pocket Trump?
You can't hit a ball 50 yards.
And let's take a look and see if we see some basic motions. Now, we do see a lot of flipping going on. Now, keep in mind, this video was recorded some years ago. I believe he was vice president then, but we do see some lack of rotation. This is a tough angle to look at. We have one more angle, but look at even the Secret Service faces like, hey, Joe, I think they went about 40 yards to the right side. But let's look at the down the line over here, and we can kind of draw some lines like we usually do. And what video would this be without our usual Barney Purple? So we're going to put Barney Purple right through Biden's back. And I'm sure that some of your dreams who are watching this and some of your nightmares who are watching this. But let's look at some plain lines here. And let's look at that back brace line, because that back brace line, I believe, has some issues. Now, we don't have many videos of Joe Biden. Maybe he's trying to hide them on some sort of laptop, but that's not the bigger side. With the planes, you can see arm rotation right away. And when you do rotate those arms, ladies and gentlemen, what you're doing is you're moving that club head for your body turn. So typically, this is either due to a lack of body turn or the arm rotation causes lack of body turn. I'm going to guess for Joe Biden, it is the first one. It is lack of body turn. So he has to get that club up somehow back there. We can see he does a decent job of keeping his hands in between that plane line. We see some turn, though. We can see that left foot kind of bracing, the knee buckling in. He's doing a decent job staying in the spine angle, but we can also see that shoulder. I would say
fast
that,
forward a
yes,
little bit
he could
here.
probably hit this further than 50 yards.
They're going to compare this to.
Claim
They're going to compare this to
50
Trump.
yards, unfortunately, is a lie. We have Two in the Pocket Trump, and let's see what Two in the Pocket can do. We see a lot of rotation, and he has been known to hit the ball pretty decently. I don't know about his scorekeeping capabilities. I hear he has use of the eraser a lot more than his pencil, but there is definitely a lot more rotation, a lot more athleticism than 50-yard Joe. But we can still see a little bit of the hand manipulation. But let's just take a look. It seems.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
He
just
hits the
looking
ball
at that
better than
thing-
me.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at a full swing from Joe Biden, I've seen a gate swing better than that.
Yeah, look,
It's just
he can't even ride a freaking bike for fuck's sake.
He can't even walk upstairs.
You can't walk across a flat surface.
No.
Let's call it what it is.
So there was a YouTuber did interviews straight after the debate in Georgia, like literally out where they were having the debate at, and he interviewed probably 20 people. Out of that 20 people, 16 said they were still going to vote for Biden.
Hmm?
And even though that he couldn't, like, I don't know, I just don't understand it.
Some people have pride in what they're telling other people, and they don't want to backtrack and say, "Oh, I was
wrong.
kidding," or "I was wrong."
I was wrong. You know what? I made a mistake. You know what? You make
Yeah.
mistakes. Fucking make
Yeah.
a mistake.
Make a mistake.
Don't make a
Don't
mistake.
vote
The
for
rest
him.
of us have to fucking
Yes.
deal with. Make a mistake. Admit your mistake. Go on.
Fix it.
Yeah. Hopefully, they're
Yeah.
just giving lip service, and when they actually go to the poll, they actually vote for Trump, and they vote with their brain.
Well, it's not really a vote for Trump. It's a vote for America.
Yeah.
Because if we don't change what's happening right now, this country's dead. Like, I'm sorry, this country is dead. I've come from a country that's so fucked up right now that all my friends are still contacting me saying, dude, I'm so happy you don't live here no more. It's shit. Everything's cost so much. They
Yeah,
do what they want. We are
Tell
going
you
the
what,
same way.
End of the year, I could move to Mexico.
Apparently,
Mexico's got Mexico's got a new female president that's probably gonna make things a little better out down there. So I could
Yeah.
be
No,
Mexican by the end of the year.
She's a very hard liberal.
Well, You
It's
could be
going to
in
make things
Mexico.
worse.
It's
could-
Mexico.
Well,
But you can go to Mexico, come back and collect $1,500, and go back and then come back and collect $1,500, just like they're doing right now.
or
Let's
just be
take a-
Somalian in Minnesota and collect $5,700 a month.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting. They're earning more money than what we are. $5,700 a month they are getting from the government.
It's embarrassing what's going on.
Free health
You got
care.
they got these guys, all these immigrants staying in. Trump was right about this. They're staying in luxury hotels
are.
in New York.
Luxury hotel. Yeah.
I saw it when I was there, when I was with Justine, 2 years ago, like last year, I think we were in New York. It's a joke. Like, you literally can't go into that hotel because you didn't cross the border. That's your entry fee. Cross the border, you can come into this hotel. It's literally just stupid.
So right now it seems like the left is eating the left. And another example of that, there was a Pride Fest in New York City over this past weekend, and a major brawl broke out at the Pride Fest. Lesbians are fighting lesbians, gay guys are fighting gay guys, and
That was a UFC fight on the weekend.
There was that too, but there was also reports of trans people, guys, men that are transitioning to women, hitting women, lesbians. So there was a video that was posted of this fight, and it's just like total fucking anarchy. It's fucking crazy. It's a fucking zoo.
My God.
It's
Let
a
them go
fucking
at
zoo.
it. Let them go at it.
The left is eating the left.
That's awesome. There's not even a cage around them. Let them go. No rules. Just go at it. Unbelievable. So I saw I think it was in Florida. They were painting a pedestrian walk in the LGBTQ letter alphabet freaking colors across the road. And I'm like, oh, cool. I don't have to give way to that. So pretty much you better look both ways before you cross that zebra crossing, because it ain't a zebra crossing no more. It's just a walkway.
They just painted one of those in the gay part of Nashville this past week also.
Got to do a burnout on it.
Isn't that just all downtown?
No, it's well, I for a fact they wouldn't do it on Music Row.
No.
It's on the East End.
That just gives you permission to do a burnout on it.
Yeah. Well, here's the best part. So it wasn't the city that paid for it. There was volunteers that went out and painted it. So
that's vandalism.
If you did do a burnout, there's no way you can get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Because you're not destroying city
property,
a city property or project.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you could literally say it's freedom of speech.
You could be.
If you could burn the flag and not get in trouble and say that that's freedom of speech, then you can do a burnout on a painted crosswalk.
I think so.
It doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
But it should.
It does work that way. If you have the right lawyer,
it 100% should, but it doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Well, they get away with
and it's pathetic. Oh, they get away with anything.
Yeah, they're getting away with vandalism. God, this damn sun.
So I got a new client, and it is Republican Red Winery, and all of their stuff is the 45, 47, the Drain the Swamp wine. It's the Trump Cuvée. So I've been doing advertising stuff with them, and to see the comments that come on when when the liberals see it melt because there's wine that says Republican on it. Oh my God. So I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to start saying that this is hate speech against the brand because they're using terms that I don't like. So there's community standards, right? Facebook, we have community standards. I have to follow the community standards. Why do these guys get to not follow community standards? But apparently it doesn't work that way.
Well, it doesn't work that way for
only
Facebook.
Works one way. No, but the government's the same way. The courts are the same way. I mean, look at the bullshit that just happened in New York with Trump. I mean, it works this way. There's no two sides of a story. It's only their side.
But there's case for this sort of thing. There's case law. There's been many cases on this, and it has stood its ground that this sort of thing is freedom of speech.
Yes, but you actually have to get them to agree that what you're doing is that, and that's where the omission of certain things start to happen. So yes, you have evidence. We're not going to allow that. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And it's part of the what's happening with this country that is shit is this is we no longer have just a country that's filled with American pride. It's all this little shit that happens behind it, and these little voices. It's the 1% or less than 1% that are squealing and whining and taking over and want to take over. And it happens on both sides. I'm not going to say it's only the one side. It's both sides that have their elite ends of the spectrum, and then the rest of us is kind of like dabble in the middle.
When I get my new car, I'm gonna go and test my theory out. I sent Chris a message because I want to get rid of my truck. I want a new car. I want to go fast.
I want to go fast.
Want to go fast?
All right, Bobby.
I want to be Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast.
All right, Ricky Bobby.
With my hands.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I mean, Mike Honcho.
So
Show my butt.
Well,
Show
that's
my
how you're gonna
butt
buy
in
the new
Playboy.
car.
Yeah. The OnlyFans with the light bright.
I did full spread my butt cheeks.
So yeah, I okay. Here's why I want to get a new car. Over the weekend, the wife and I went down to South Pittsburgh, just near AOP, and there's a whole bunch of fireworks factories out there.
There is.
We went to a wholesale fireworks place, and her car is not the fastest, but it's got a little turbo in it, and it's zippy. And I'm
What is
driving
that car?
like it's what?
What is that?
What's
car?
her car?
It's
What's your car?
a Volkswagen Tiguan.
Oh yes, that's right.
So
It's got a certain
I'm fat.
thing on it too.
I'm driving fast. I'm driving like 85, 90 miles an hour. At one
That's not
point, I got
fast.
Is that fast?
That's
for
not
that
fast.
car.
No,
For that car,
that's
it is.
cruising. My Jeep does that.
Yeah, I cruise that into jail across the country, 90, pulling a trailer. What are you talking about?
Look at it. It's a little four banger. That's as fast as it's fast for that car.
Dude, it's
So
European.
anyways.
that car will do 160 miles an hour down the highway.
So that's my point. Is I want to go faster, and I can't do that in my Tacoma, and I can't go and snap turns like I want to in a Tacoma. You know, we have a lot of country roads out here, and they're windy. So
They're good.
I want something that's low to the ground, has stiff suspension. So
God.
by the end of this year, I think I'm going to look to trade it in or sell it, and then buy something that's either already built or start from the ground up on something.
Hey, well, we know what happens when you build on the ground up on something.
Well, I'm not putting tons under it. This is different.
Wait. We also know what happens when Gabe goes fast. You hit poles and shit, sparked cars. So, do we really think this is the best idea, Gabe?
My wife asked the same question.
So I think if you do get this car, you'll be going first.
Yeah.
If we decide to do a drive, you're leading.
Well, just because I'm the hound dog?
No,
Get all
Because
the
he
cops out
wants
of
to
the
watch
way?
you go over the side of the road.
No, he wants to get all the cops out of the way so they can go fast.
No. I've got everything in my car so I don't get caught. I just don't want you like using me as target practice.
I'm not getting a Mustang.
You're not running over any crowds.
No.
So,
I'm not going to get anything.
What's your
American.
idea? What's your idea of this fast car? What are you looking at?
Probably an M3. An M3, an older one, obviously, because the newer ones don't really. I'm not too fond of them. But
you need to drive. You need to drive a new one.
Well, I don't want the car payment of a new one. That's the other thing.
Oh, but they're just so the newer BMWs that they brought out are way more. I'm sorry, guys. This sun is really killing me. That's what happens when you set up, your stuff in the garage. Usually I have the door open about halfway so it doesn't get in my face. The newer style BMWs are way more reliable than the older ones. So they've really turned on like no engine problems, no transmission problems like the older ones do.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is
valve seat issues.
What I'm hearing is I need to LS swap the BMW.
Hey, I saw an LS swap in a plane the other day.
Marcus has a Hellcat for sale.
No, I'm not. Definitely not getting a Hellcat. No. I'm probably not ever going to get an American muscle car at this point. I don't think they're worth the juice is worth the squeeze on those.
But they're not really sports cars. They're muscle cars. They're not. You want to be able to drive those windy roads, and there's not a lot of American cars that are built for that. They're more of muscle cars, down the road, quarter mile cars.
They're not even good in a straight line. Look at the Mustangs.
And then in that, well,
yeah,
they're crowd
that's
hunters.
mostly drivers.
That's
mostly drivers. Come on.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a Pontiac Fiero, put a Ferrari kit on it, put an LS motor in it.
We'll just have to find you something.
Just buy an old Porsche.
So the other thing I was thinking about doing is just getting a Honda Civic, to be honest with you, because the aftermarket is
I'm done. See ya.
Untouchable there.
Type R, really?
He's about to throw up.
I'm getting a Civic Type R.
You can go hang out with Gerald, you bunch of rices.
So, in all seriousness, I do like the Acura. I think it's the TSL.
Yeah. The other one, a good one, is the I don't know what model it is. It's a Lexus. It's got the V8 in it. It's a 4-door. Those things with the tuned exhaust, they're a pretty quick car, and they handle pretty good.
It's a LX 300 or something like that.
No, I think it's something FR. I think it is.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
can't think of it. I'm not up with the whole Infinities and Lexuses and.
Well, Infiniti is pretty much Nissan. And Lexus is pretty much Toyota.
Correct.
It's Toyota. Yep.
What I also, you're gonna fucking laugh at this, but I remember Josh Huntley telling me about Mini Coopers and how fast you can actually make them. And I thought about that for about half a second, and then I tried to picture myself getting in and out of that motherfucker.
Look, they're not that fast. They feel fast because you're on the ground. So it's like when you're in a go-kart, you go, man, this thing's quick. But you look down, you're only actually doing 45 miles an hour at Pigeon Forge with a bunch of kids. They're not that fast. Trust me, they're not. We have one in a group and it's just always behind somewhere.
You can always get a Nazi sled like you have.
Why is that a Nazi sled? BMWs is a Nazi sled.
Well,
they used the Jews. They used the Jews to build those cars back then.
Well, they built.
No, they built BMWs
and motorcycles.
They built BMW cars,
transports. I don't think there was too many cars going on back then.
They were in a BMW plant,
but that plant was manufacturing military.
I don't care. It's still classed as BMW. It's the name. It's Nazi. Don't buy that car. You're supporting Hitler.
Didn't Hitler cruise around in a Mercedes Benz though?
That was not a Mercedes. Pretty sure that was not a Mercedes.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Show me some photos.
No, there was one that was at auction recently that they
That's a
claimed
lie.
that it was. No, I swear to you,
Did it have his
claimed
imprint, fingerprint?
they claimed that it was part of Hitler's fleet.
Find it, Armando. Find it. Google that.
Google it, bitch.
Hitler's
say
Benz. It's a 770.
God
Boom.
damn it.
It's a Grober. The large was built for a luxury car.
The V12, I thought, right?
Yep, it's a wartime Mercedes.
Yep.
A super Mercedes. It's a big old freaking.
Nazi sled.
It's like a limousine. Big old Nazi sled. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, fine.
All right. So the vehicle you're looking for is the Lexus RCF.
That's the one.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a $70K price tag.
That's new.
That's a brand new one.
Yeah.
475 horsepower, 472 horsepower, 5-liter V8. And what is this thing?
Doesn't seem
weigh?
that strong
Well, that's a
No.
lot of power for you, Gabe.
for me.
Yeah, that's a lot. You wanted to drive a freaking Mini.
I was half
It's got like 220 horsepower at most.
I was half kidding because I'd have to put an
Downhill.
LS in that thing.
3,900 pounds.
It weighs less than my German sled.
and 472 horsepower.
And how much torque is that?
That one is pulling 395
Dude,
at 4,800.
that's not bad.
No.
Put a tune
not
on it,
horrible.
exhaust,
Yeah.
twin turbo it.
Just get a Stinger. You already have a twin turbo and 475 horsepower off the floor.
It's a Stinger.
Eh.
Or get what's that car that you have? A Velociraptor?
What's
No,
that?
he's got a Stinger.
Don't you?
No, we have a Stinger. I have a Stinger.
Oh,
Kim has a
okay.
Stinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Carly has a Veloster. That fucking car. I don't want to get into that one.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
junk. They're supposedly a good car.
I'm not happy with the Veloster today.
No.
Yesterday was okay. Today I'm not so happy with it.
So yeah, I definitely want to. I mean, my roots in cars started in the car club scene in California. I was doing the Fast and Furious shit before Fast and Furious ever came out.
In what car?
It was a 1992 Toyota short bed. I had it was a 22 RE. It had a 4-to-1 header, MSD ignition, turbo, straight pipe, no cat, no exhaust. I had that thing on the quarter mile. It was fucking quick.
How fast was it?
I think the fastest I had it was sub 12, 11 something.
11 something?
Yeah, it was quick.
Do we need to ask that question again, Joe? Are you
No,
good
I'm
with that
serious.
answer? 100% that answer. Do you want to change your answer?
No,
Okay, cool. Just checking.
no, it was sub 12. It
You
was
stumbled
it
a little
was
bit, so-
it was just under 12 seconds quarter mile.
Okay.
It was stupid light. Like, I mean, there's
Did you
nothing
have,
to it.
Did you have the neons under it too?
No.
You weren't doing Fast and Furious.
That was pre neon.
Yeah, that was before.
Oh, so you had
This
you had the flames
this
blowing
is-
at the back.
More like it.
could have, yeah.
That's more like it.
Go,
Yeah.
grease lightning.
But before I was able to actually take it back to the track, I had a bottle of NOS on it also.
Ooh, that helps.
I didn't test it with the NOS,
Oh,
but yeah, it was pretty fucking quick. So when street racing was like a thing, first starting to be a thing in Southern California, the Fox affiliate out there did a thing called, street racing, a special on Friday night, blah, 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 and this and that. My car club and I were at this park in Montebello. Armando, do you remember where the donkey farm was? That farm off Beverly Boulevard?
A donkey farm?
They called it the donkey farm, but they had a bunch of different animals. It was near a baseball field where the Montebello Stars played, baseball team. It was a big park. So anyways, that's where my car club would always hang out. And the Fox News people were just driving around looking for the car people and that sort of thing, and they pulled into the park that we were at, and they asked us to, do an exhibition street race. So nobody wanted to do it because they were going to get filmed. They thought it was a trap. But I always drove around without a license plate because if I was ever to try to get pulled over, I was always going to run. So I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And there was a guy there that was like in his Mustang, and he was just kind of like just hanging out. And I went up to him and I said, hey, Fox is here. They want to do the special on street racing. They wanted, an exhibit of a race. Do you want to race? He's like, what do you got? And I pointed to my truck, and he's like, sure. Had no idea what the fuck was going on. So we pull up, we start racing, and I smoked the motherfucker. It was all on the special and everything. About 3 weeks later, after the special aired, the fucking guy came back to our car club meeting. He's like, I'm pissed off, man. That was bullshit. He still had his license plate on it. They didn't blur it out. So the police caught up to him, and they sent him. They gave him a ticket.
Oh God!
Stupid. I used to have the VHS. I recorded it on that night. I was like, fuck it, I'm famous. Check this out. I had it on VHS. I have no idea where that tape is at.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Good old California racing.
That was probably 1997, 1996, probably.
Yeah, I was out racing the streets in Australia at that point. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Always running from the cops.
Mm-hmm. Well, I ran from the cops before on a motorcycle. The first one I bought. I think I might have told the story before. This is when I used to sell a lot of dope. So I bought this motorcycle cash. And
so right now you're incriminating yourself. Good stuff.
Oh,
statute of limitations.
It's way LAPD. This is a repeat. This is a repeat. Statute of limitations is gone. Whatever.
Yeah. So
it was 60 years ago. Come on.
It feels like it was.
That street's not even called that anymore.
It's not even a street anymore. It's a homeless encampment.
Oh my God. It's where lesbians hang out.
That's where they have the new fucking rainbow crosswalk. So I was going to get pulled over. I start running from the cops. I enter a neighborhood and I start turning into this. There was a large turn. I took it way too fast. I just laid the bike down. And I was like, well, I'm thinking in my head really quick, well, I know where I'm at. If I jump 2 fences, I'm home. So I fucking just left the bike there and I just jumped 2 fences and I went home.
So obviously no number plate again.
Well, I never went back for the bike.
No plates.
I had just bought it. Well, I still had plates from the guy I bought it from.
Oh, so I guess
didn't
he
even
got
register
a visit.
it yet. Mm. Yeah, he probably got a visit.
Yeah.
But it was just a waste of money at that point. It was worth not trying to fetch it because...
But did you run off with the dope, Gabe?
I think I might have had dope in my pocket. That was probably one reason why.
I ran.
Yeah.
So not a total loss.
No. No, I mean you gotta weigh all of the scenarios in your head first.
I call it winning. Got home and got high and fuck the bike. I'm high.
Why didn't you get high on my own supply?
Ah.
You never get high on your own supply. That's like rule number 1.
Okay.
It's the 10 crack commandments. Come on.
Yes.
Oh God.
Speaking of stupid criminals, it's time to get to our new segment, Stupid Criminals of the Week. And this one is fucking ridiculous because this is a perfect example of what's going on in society today with people trying to combat the thievery from what's going on in the stores. They're sick and tired of it. So this happened in Nashville. Hold on a second.
Oh, I saw this one. Is this where they locked the people in?
Yes. So these guys are ransacking the store and people just locked the criminals inside and waited for the police.
These robbers are stuck inside the store. They stuck. They're trying to get out.
in here robbing the store. Hell no, boy. We need for these people to get prosecuted and get prosecuted
Yeah.
the right way. The court system in this.
I mean, seriously.
I got a little hot, bro.
Yeah, that's what they're doing now.
They're trying to open the back.
They're not going to get
Yeah, they're not going to get
Man.
They're still grabbing stuff like they're getting out.
They're wearing masks. That's the first kind of thing you know right away.
Dude, it's COVID.
Oh, here they come, here they come, here they come.
Here they come.
Trying to kick open the back door. That's not good.
I know.
That's fire code right there. Why that back door's not opening?
No, there's someone on the other side of it.
Forever. So we got
Them in.
the robbers locked inside.
We just walked out.
The robbers are stuck in the store.
So they got that small town treatment like that song.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Fuck
This
you.
is in LA. You are not going to not get prosecuted here. This is Tennessee.
Yep.
We're not putting up with that bullshit.
Yep.
Motherfuckers. So here's another video that this happened in Mother Russia. There was an exhibition of police demonstrating their driving skills, and this poor fucking guy, I think he's dead. Check this out.
What
the
does that guy
fuck?
running behind think he's gonna do?
He's gonna lift the car.
like he's gonna go lift the car. Like what the hell?
He's gonna lift the car off of that dead body. Is what he's gonna do.
Oh God.
Fucking Russia.
Okay. I'm trying to understand.
Can we replay that again?
Yeah, sure. Because it's fucking funny, and I don't mind.
No, I just want to
laughing
see
at
other things. What I want to look
Yeah,
at.
I want to watch. I want to see
break
what
this shit down.
He's got a helmet on. Okay, so his
What?
head didn't crunch.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing like a semi push up. They're in a push up position.
They're doing the dirty dog down, whatever you want to call it right now.
So for those that are just listening, this is in
downward
Russia.
dog?
There's cars on two wheels on their side, driving on two wheels, and they're driving between four different people on two wheels, and they approach the last human being that's in a push-up position, and the car goes back on all four wheels with this person under.
He's moving. He's already shit himself. He's like, shit. Ah.
Well, there's no trail of blood, and he's got a helmet on. So, do we know if he dies?
Maybe he got
But
some road
I'm pretty
rash.
sure you can. Do you hear that crunch? Listen. There was a nice crunch there.
Yeah. Look,
He might have got lucky if he was in the back and like in
Yeah.
that little recess where the trunk comes down and his head might have been stuck in there. He probably got some broken bones in there, but
he might
I
have
think,
lived.
he might have lived.
But my thing is, what are the other two guys on the right hand side? What's the point of them being there? Is that the guide of so you don't run over the other guy that's laying down?
Here's my question. Why couldn't they just use fucking road cones?
Because it's not that special then. Like this is dangerous.
What?
This is-
This story would be way better if we knew that those were criminals and this was like the punishment, like Russian roulette. Like these guys just robbed a freaking phone store and got trapped inside. This was their punishment. They got to go sit between these two cars running up and
And
down
if
the
you
street.
survive, you get to go free.
You get to go free, yeah.
Instead of sending to Serbia, you're gonna stand or lay down in front of this car, and we're gonna do a little driving exhibition on two wheels.
Yeah.
If it doesn't crush you, you get to go free.
Yes.
That makes a way better story. Now I'm in. I'm 100% in. Can we see more of these?
It definitely needs Benny Hill music.
Oh God, yeah.
That's what it needs.
The little old guy running around fast.
No, you know what?
And the girl at the back with the bikini.
What it needed after that was the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song. Dum, 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 dun, 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 dun.
Oh God!
All right, so here's another video. Okay, let me set this up. I saw this unexpectedly. I never flip through the stories on people's timelines because it's a waste of time for me. That's why I don't really watch or go on TikTok. I'd rather watch long form videos. I accidentally, because I'm scrolling, I fat fingered it and I swiped this thing too long or whatever, and it popped up. So, fuck. Let me just play this thing because I'm gonna start laughing because this thing made me fucking cry from laughter.
Bible says if I make this, you gotta tip me extra. I'm Jewish. Wait the food! No,
The fuck was on his back?
It's a DoorDash.
It was
guy.
it was a DoorDash guy. He had his freaking Domino's pizza in there. He had his chicken foo young in there.
So there's two things going on here. Okay, the guy tells him that if he makes the goal, he's going to tip him more. You hear the guy, "No, I'm not. I'm Jewish." So the guy tries to kick the ball. He slips. The drink falls, and the guy's like, "No, my horchata."
Oh God!
Oh God! So yeah, the first time I saw this, I just couldn't stop fucking crying from laughter, and it's making me do it
Bible
again.
says if I make it, you gotta tip me extra. I'm Jewish. Wait the food! Oh, no, my horchata!
My horchata.
Look, did you read the caption? Our delivery
guy won't give us our food till we let him shoot. Oh God,
that's stupid.
It's so stupid. It's funny. Like if I could see more videos like that.
That's why you need TikTok. There's stupid shit all the time on TikTok.
My phone will get AIDS.
No, it won't get AIDS. just when you're
gonna get China virus.
Yes,
from China.
Well, apparently the bird flu's coming now, so you know.
Oh God, again.
Apparently so. Cows are getting it. Dogs are getting it. People are getting it.
No wonder why my dog threw up today.
They killed. Well, I went through the chickens as per usual. So look out for the chicken shortages.
Oh no! I that's not going to happen again. Remember a couple years ago, eggs were like $5 a dozen.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Hold on a second. I need another beer if we're going to talk about this.
Did you bring an ice chest into your office?
Yeah, I sure did.
I got a fridge in mine, but I don't want to get up and get it.
Oh, that's what I need. I should get a mini fridge in my office.
Yeah. I got the Jeep in front of me. I got a fridge. I think I got Darbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 Raceline wheels. They're probably Darbs, but they're mine.
Do you remember people used to call these Yugans? Or was that just the
Yinglings?
Yingling. They used to call them Yugans, or was that just in the circle that I ran in?
I think it was a circle you ran. I'm pretty sure they're called Yingling.
It was just
I'll take a Yingling.
It was just the nickname that we gave it. So maybe it was because we drank enough, we wanted to punch people. Yingling.
No. I think you got that from Street Fighter.
That's exactly where it's from.
I get it.
There was a post someone famous made recently. I can't remember who it was, but they dressed up like E Honda. I should have kept that picture because it was pretty funny.
How fat was he?
Not fat. It wasn't someone that was fat.
What was the
It
skinny
was just,
version?
yeah, it was just a funny picture.
Hmm.
I can't remember who it was.
Yep. There we go.
Anyways, boys, anything you guys want to bring up?
I think I'm pretty good. Trump won the
Armando's
debate.
looking
That's
at
all
his
that
watch
matters.
like, okay, any minute now, I got another kid barging in my office.
Probably it's no. I'm just we've been going back and forth over the fishing trip and how we're approaching this fishing trip and scheduling for fishing trip, and then I have another fishing trip on Monday with friends.
Gee, must be nice.
So, I don't really care, Armando. All this fishing.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you guys this: are you ready for 4th of July? It's in a
Well,
couple of days.
Yes, I wish I'd hurry up because I go on leave on the 4th of July.
Is it a staycation or are you actually going somewhere?
It's honeymoon time.
Oh.
We're going down to Florida base camp's Daytona because we couldn't get any timeshares down in the Keys. So we're just doing day trips out. We're going to do Florida Keys, Miami. Apparently, people are telling me don't worry about Miami because it's just dirty and ugh.
Yeah.
Jake lives there too. So
no, Jake doesn't live in Miami.
No, he lives in
Oh, he
Fort
doesn't?
Lauderdale.
He's Lauderdale.
Oh.
Yeah, he's north of Miami.
Yep.
No,
Same
I
thing.
mean the cool thing if you're in Miami is like the local scene is go down to Calle Ocho, go have some Cuban food down there if you desire, but that's kind of it. The rest of Miami is kind of don't really give a shit.
Yeah, no. I'm going for the scenic, like the watercolor against the buildings, Miami Vice.
Just go to the key. Just go to the Keys or stick on South Beach.
Yeah, and here's the thing. So my first time to go down there, and there's a damn freaking hurricane coming.
There is a hurricane coming.
But apparently it's blowing past Florida. It's not going to come anywhere near Florida. But
is that the Hurricane Beryl?
yeah, fuck Beryl.
It's not going to touch it.
It's staying down south towards Brazil, but it's going to muddy the water, so it's going to mess up my photos. And I'm just like, damn, now I have to send shit to Gabe to Photoshop.
Don't ask me to
Lightroom.
Photoshop anything because I'm going to put dicks in it.
Just get Lightroom on your phone and call it good.
Yeah, I got Lightroom.
I'm gonna put little dicks all over the place in your photo.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. Just do secret ones, so it's like really hard to find. So it's like it's a game. Where's he put it?
Yeah. What do they call them?
Where's
Easter
the
eggs?
dick now? Where's the dick now?
Where's Waldo? Where's the dicks?
So they're all just shadowed right in the side of your face.
Yes.
It's like those stickers people put on
The light comes
comes
down and it's in the light and dick inside your face.
Mm-hmm.
Dick inside your face. Dick inside your face.
Why does that building look like a dick?
So apparently, one of my friends shared a photo. There's I don't know where he's in Australia right now. I know I think it's up in Queensland. There's a little peninsula, it comes off the side of the mainland, and it's a penis. It literally looks like a penis, a ball sack and a penis.
I think I've seen that.
And I'm pretty sure I said to him, dude, I know where you live. If that was your place to live at, you'd be like, yeah, I'm in the ball sack.
That's Epstein Island.
It's literally, I'm going to send you the photos, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that's a dick.
I live in one of the parts of the pubic hair.
Yeah.
See the veiny part of the dick? That's where I live.
That's my street.
Yeah.
I'm moving down to the taint next week.
That's on the other side.
My sister lives where the fucking cum shot is.
That little speck of island just off to the left.
But yeah, I'm super excited for the 4th this year. I got obviously the 4th of July off. I took the 5th off, and I took the following Monday off because I'm planning on getting really fucking drunk this weekend. I bought about $600 worth of fireworks, just the the show firework kind. And my neighbor, he spent like $1,000 on fireworks. So together we're gonna have a very big show in our neighborhood.
So
He's going to have a little barbecue with family and everything. So
what I've always wanted to do, since it's illegal in everything's fucking illegal in Australia. You can't even have fireworks in Australia. So when I came to America, I'm just like, fuck yeah, I can get a gun, I can get fireworks, I can speed, like catch me if you can.
Speed.
It's like the fucking Wild West.
I can get speed too.
I can do a.
He's in Alabama
dream.
now.
Yeah, I
He's
can
in
do a-
Alabama.
Like American dream.
It's really available in Alabama.
I could do a burnout in front of the police, and they'd be like, "Whatever, dude." Like not a big one, but like take off the lights and, away you go. But I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" Now I got fireworks. I want to get a shit ton of fireworks, and get a long wick and join them all up like a timer, and just light it at one end and sit back and just let it fly.
There's a place in Huntsville that I almost actually went to that one in Huntsville. There's a fireworks factory in Huntsville, just north of the city.
What's that place called?
I don't know. I'll look for it and I'll send it to you after we're done here. But
Next year.
It's in the address is Huntsville.
Next year.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, because you're not going to be here.
No, I'm not going to be here.
When do you leave?
As soon as Gerald lets me out. Because we're
You have to
working.
get permission from the king.
We are working Thursday. King Gerald. Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, you're not doing this
What do you do? What do you?
with your Hitler mobile?
If it pleases the court, can I leave?
So,
sir.
so we've been talking about July 4th. Are we going to work it? What are we doing? And I said, well, are we getting the 5th off? And he's like, well, probably no. I said, well, let's work July 4th, have a long weekend. He's like, okay, cool. So I've booked the schedule for Thursday. And then he comes into me yesterday and he goes, hey, are we able to leave early Thursday? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I said, if I knew we could leave early Thursday, I wouldn't have booked all this stuff so I can leave early on my trip. Get some miles in before we have to stop and sleep somewhere. Well,
See, this is why he doesn't drug test.
I know. See, and me, typically, I'm going to probably drive all in one stint because I don't want to stop halfway. It's a waste. Why spend $150 on a motel room? You're just going to sleep there. You're wasting time.
So about 8-hour drive or so.
I think it's 10, but I'm going to make
That's
it
not horrible.
because
That's not horrible.
I'm in America. You can race the
To
clock.
Daytona?
Yeah, from here, I think
It's
it's
10 hours.
Is it?
Yeah.
It was 9
down.
hours. No, it was 9 hours from when I was in Carrollton in Georgia. Now I'm 3 hours away from there, so I'm pretty sure it's 10, 11.
Are you taking the German sled,
Of course.
the Nazi sled?
Yes.
Oh, so that you can.
Oh.
You're going to try to break the Google time.
Oh, no, the Waze time.
Oh, the ways. Okay.
The Waze time. It's the American thing. It's just, ever since maps come out. So here's a trick though. So Waze makes you go faster and faster and faster and faster every time. Did you not know this?
How?
There is a setting in Waze. If you don't turn it off, it will average your time. If you're going to the same place all the time, it will average your time and make you get there quicker.
No.
So say if it takes you 10 minutes to get on the street to say to work. So it says 10 minutes, your arrival time will be 10:50 and you get there at 10:49. Now it takes that minute. So the next time you plug it in, it's going to say, oh, you're a minute away. And then it's going to be quicker and quicker every single time.
So it's like you're doing laps and they're splits.
Yes, and you're just going faster and faster.
Oh, that is wonderful. I got to start
Yes.
using Waze.
Yep. So I turned that sucker off. It was good when I was going out west because I was leaving from Georgia, going out to Utah all the time. So every time I'd set it, it would make me get there quicker. And I didn't know this, I think, was a thing until like 2 years ago. So every time I went to the same place, because in the show scene, like Amanda would know, we're taking off from the same place and we're driving to the same place. Well, he would fly, he wouldn't drive. I'd drive everywhere and I'm getting faster and faster at shit. And I'm like, what the hell? And there's a little freaking thing you got to hit, like a slider, to take the average time off.
Wow.
Never knew.
Yeah. I don't use Waze.
Waze is trying to get me a fine. Well, if you get a fast car, you're going to need a Waze and a radar detector.
Yeah, absolutely.
because Waze tell you where all the police are at.
So does Google Maps.
Yeah, no one, but it's slow.
Sometimes. Yeah, I was about to say that. It sometimes will tell you. I've come across a cop before. He's looking the other direction, luckily. But if
Not
he
on
was
Google
pointing
Maps.
my direction, I would have been toast.
And look, it all depends on what area you're in too, because a lot of people don't use Waze in certain areas, and a lot of people use Google in certain areas. So I think Arizona is very out Google.
I get it. Yeah, I get Google is where I get everything. There's this car on the side of the road. I see it.
Yeah.
Police, I see it. Yeah, because I was using Waze for the longest time and then just switched back to Google Maps.
Well, Google Maps is prettier. Yeah, you put it on satellite,
Yeah.
you can see the area. It's, you know, Waze is just black with colors.
Yeah, it's
Boring.
like it's a
Very
road.
2D.
Follow
Yeah.
this line. Just go this way
It feels like TomTom.
and beat this time.
Yeah, so that's the one thing about Waze also is when I was with Travis going to Georgia, his Waze person was speaking in a British
That's the
accent.
best part.
And I was like, how did you get that? And he's like,
Yep.
well, you just download the voice. And I was like, oh, fuck. I said,
Dude,
how
There's
I wanna-
like
I wanna-
20 different voices in there.
Yep.
I was like, if I can get like the most ghettoest black person to be like, motherfucker, turn right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no,
that
dude.
would be fucking awesome.
They had Mr. T on there.
Oh, stop it.
Dude, it was the best. They'd be like, you fool. Like, turn left, you fool. And like, it was all his catchphrases when you were driving down the road. It was awesome. It was like he's hanging shit on you every time you did something good.
I wonder if we can get Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
You're like-
Jackie Chan.
It's like, I can't understand you. What? Say it again. I just missed my fucking turn.
Well,
Now I'm
I
into
don't
Mexico.
understand the words coming out of your mouth.
Bruce Lee.
I
You'd be
don't think-
15 seconds too late because he's already said the words, and then the sound comes 15 seconds later.
Who would be the ultimate, you think, in your opinion, that you would want on your Waze directions?
Hulk Hogan
I was hoping you'd see my voice.
or Randy Savage.
You wouldn't want my voice?
You'll be too calm. Like it'd be just like I'd fall asleep.
I'd animate it. Christopher, turn left.
I'll be
here.
like, "Shut the fuck up, Gabe. I know where I'm going. You're not my mom. Stop calling me Christopher."
Popo approaching.
So I can actually do that. You can actually do your own ways. You can record your own voice in saying things. So if it says left turn, you can say left turn, motherfucker. You can say that shit on Waze.
All right, I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm going to do one.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it in an Australian way though, and then I'm going to send it to Armando, and then he has to go on Waze and go somewhere and record it. And be
I
like,
think
"Hey,
I'm going to get.
turn left. Watch out for that fucking kangaroo as you go around that corner. Watch out for that wallaby.
Here
Struth."
comes the drop bear.
It's like, fuck, you went the wrong way, dickhead. Go back, idiot.
Voice and sound.
Are
Oh,
you
it's in
are you
there.
directionally challenged with cardinal directions? Like if I tell you go left instead of go left, go east or go
Oh, no, don't
north?
fucking do that. Dude, I just learned. So when I moved to Utah, the street was Crimson. I can't even think what I think it was Crimson something. Crimson Ridge Drive East. And I'm like, okay, east. But then there's also a west. I'm like, it's the same fucking street. How can it be two different things? Right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I couldn't find the house to begin with. I was at the other end looking for my house. No, wrong. So I ended up finding it. And then I only found out last year, thanks to King Gerald, he explained to me what it meant. It's like, that's the west side. So if you're traveling east, the houses on the right side is east, I think. Yes.
So you're already lost in your own neighborhood.
Yeah, you already lost your own self. You haven't left the seat. You're
Yes,
already
no,
lost.
it is. Yeah. So if you're
Hasn't
traveling
left the
east,
driveway.
well, I was traveling west, thinking east. If you're traveling east, then the houses on your right, they're the easts, but the houses on your left are the west houses. And I'm like, oh, Yeah, that makes sense because it's the way you're traveling. I'm like, why can't you just fucking have numbers? Evens and odds. The odds are on this side and the evens are on that side. So
Most places are like that.
Yeah, but why fucking make an east and west? That's confusing.
It's Utah.
It's
Fucking
anywhere.
limit.
It's in Alabama too. It's like, what if you don't know your north, south, east, west? Because I don't. Because mine are backwards. Because I'm on the other side of the fucking equator, and it really pisses me off.
East is still the east.
It's like if I think I'm going, I got to think. So the way I work it out now, which way I'm going, I have to put cities on a map of America and go, which city am I going to? That's north. Okay, so I must be going north. But it's wrong sometimes because sometimes I'm going south.
When I lived in Denver, it was the greatest because if I had any question where anything was, I would just look at see where the mountain range was. It was always going to be west.
Mm.
So
it's always nice to have a point of reference when you're in a flat area and there's no peak to look at and go, I know that's north. You kind of get fucked.
Well, I'm going to be pretty fucked if it's the middle of the day and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I can't even look at the shadow and go, which way is the sun fucking going?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, we have cactuses here, so you're fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty much fucked. Did you work it out yet, Armando?
You're going to have to get one of those watches that has a compass on it. Download the app.
So in ways, there are hundreds of voices in there now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Christina Aguilera voice.
There is.
Ooh.
A 70s DJ.
Oh, no.
80s aerobics instructor.
That's not good.
90s pop star. Who's Biz Jargon?
Biz Jargon?
Yeah, what's Biz Jargon? I don't know.
I have
There's
no
a
idea.
zombie. There's a survivalist.
There's an alien.
There's an alien.
Dad jokes.
The Jonas Brothers, dad jokes. Roger Federer, blockbuster mode, Zen surfer, scary clown, happy clown. It's all these freaking voices in there now. It was like only 5 or 10, I believe, the last time I was there. And that's just the English.
Oh, imagine
And then
putting
goes
it on
into crazy
Spanish in Chris's car on purpose when he's not there.
Dude. So
Turn El Righto.
Is that Spanish for right?
I have no idea. I don't
is
know
that white Spanish? Is that white Spanish? No, wait a minute. Can we have gringo Spanish?
That's Chris putting ketchup on taco Spanish.
Hey, I had Mexican food the other night.
Did you put ketchup on it?
No, I had a chicken salad.
Oh, fuck. Okay, we got to go. That's it. Thanks to everyone for listening. Chris just fucked up the rest of the show.
But it was Mexican.
Yeah.
It was Mexican chicken salad. I went with we were going to NASCAR. I went to well, let me talk about fucking NASCAR for a second.
Oh yeah. Tell us about that.
What a fucking stupid sport that's turned into. I wasted my fucking time. I love Justine. I thanked her for, it's an experience. Andrew Bailey and his wife came. Andrew's never been to NASCAR, and we're pretty sure we're never going again. It was very redneck. I expected that. I did a lot of people watching. It was fucking loud. The race was for 200 laps. Somehow, it's broken up into 4 stages. And they can come in and pit under yellow every 50 laps. And then it's like a reverse grid. And I'm like, does everyone get a participation trophy in this fucking race too?
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
So I'm like,
Probably.
this is bullshit. I'm like, what happened to strategy and tire wear and like accidents?
This is why I love F1. F1.
But this is the best thing. So you watch Days of Thunder. What don't you do when you go around a corner? Don't take the high line because there's marbles. These fuckers come out with a street sweeper every 50 laps and clean the track.
Jeez.
And I'm like, what freaking girls are driving out in the racetrack right now? It's like, oh.
So a NASCAR track has...
I'm going to go with Haley Deegan.
Oh, don't start with her. Holy shit.
So basically, NASCAR tracks have a Zamboni.
Pretty much, yes.
Yes, basically, yes.
Yep. Came around and swept the outside of all the marbles, got all that shit out of the way, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I watching right now? Dirt track racing's way more fun than this, and it's cheaper. And you're still sitting with rednecks, so have fun.
Speaking of racing, did you watch the last F1 race?
I watched highlights of it.
That was one of the best races I have seen in quite a while.
I'm going to have to watch it. I missed it.
Since last year.
So much controversy with Max and Lando, so...
Look, they're two of my most favorite drivers. So watching them battle it out was really fun for me.
Well, isn't Lando Australian?
He is British.
Oh.
So his partner, Oscar Piastri, is Australian.
That's right. I knew one of them was.
Yeah. But that was a great fucking race. F1
Max,
is the pinnacle of motorsports.
Look, okay, I've got my views on that too because it's not like it used to be. It's just they've made the cars too safe. Too many regulations.
Yeah, they have. But I mean, I would rather see that than a race stop for, at lap 10 because someone fucking got ejected from the car and died.
True, but that's part of racing. That's the thing.
Dying is racing.
Yes, it's like
If you're
rubbing.
not
It's like
dying,
rubbing.
you're not racing.
It's like rubbin's racing, dying's racing. But that's the risk you take with that sport.
Well, there is a bit of a risk, and it shouldn't be that marginal.
But the cars are safe. Like the cars are safer. They're built safer.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about with all the controls they have. The car does all the work. They just steer it pretty much now.
No, it's more than that. I mean, there's
With all the traction control off they have now, and
no, they don't have traction control. They have settings for the differentials to do different things with their engine setup.
Mm-hmm. While they're racing.
Yeah, but it's not safety. It's not safety. It's not a safety standard. It's kind of like
it's taking the driver's skill out of it. It's more the car doing the work.
No, there's still skill involved in it because you're going to have to power that fucking car turning 3 Gs while going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not physical, but there's no like, I've got to try and keep so the car has traction going through this corner now. Like you can go faster and spin out. But it's not like it used to be raw when it used to be. It's not as raw as it used to be.
Well, I mean, they've taken away the V10.
I didn't say...
Which was probably my favorite motor that they've had in a Formula 1 car.
It sounded like
sounds fucking wicked.
Yeah, dude. Wait until they go electric. So...
Well, they already have the electric cars. That's a different series. And it sounds really weird. It sounds like
quiet.
A fast Tesla.
Yeah. View.
But they're not going to go... I don't think they're going to go full hybrid or full electric for a while. I don't think they can. I think the drivers will have a lot of a lot to say on what can be done.
They don't care. They're getting paid.
Oh yeah, but these guys came from cars that were naturally aspirated.
How old do you think these racers are? They're only in their 30s.
Well, they started in go-kart.
Yeah,
a lot of them started in go-kart, and then they worked their way up in the circuit from F3, F2, and then F1. Some of them have even raced Indy Series. Some of them have done...
What happened to Indy? Is that still going?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You don't even hear about Indy anymore.
So
Didn't they race in Nashville?
Yeah. So Indy is very still popular. The problem is it's on Peacock, which is an NBC affiliate. And Peacock is an app. And you have to subscribe to the app. The only time that you're going to see Indy is during the Indianapolis 500, and if your local city has a circuit race, like Nashville has a race, so it'll be on the local stations here.
Suppose you'll see more of that than you will Ultra 4, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Ultra 4 is a joke right now. You can't even watch it.
Yeah, I was about to say Ultra 4 has its own fucking problems.
Just give me Supercross.
Supercross is
2
fucking
wheels.
rad. Or
Just
even
give me 2
MotoGP. MotoGP is fucking sick
MotoGP is badass.
MotoGP is good.
Anything on a motorcycle is gonna
too.
win.
You've got to
in
have
my eyes.
balls the size of a fucking soccer ball.
No, dude, you need the
to
size
race
of
those
balls.
fucking bikes.
No, you need like big kahunas, like a bull, to race
You
man
need
of
to have balls
Isle
the
of Man.
size of that fucking island and off Australia
Yeah.
with the penis the same fucking size.
Have you seen Isle of Man?
Yes.
That's balls. You know how far they're flat
Over
out.
200 miles an hour just fucking
Past the wall.
screaming.
Yeah.
Some person holds their phone out from the wall too far, bang, all over.
Yep.
Take his head straight off.
Yep. Even rallycross. That's fun to watch.
So that's coming back. So rally is coming back to America. The WRC is coming back to America. I think there's a stage in Tennessee and 2 stages in Kentucky right now.
We're in Tennessee.
I'm gonna have to find out. My mate up in Kentucky, he's actually trying to bring it all the way back to America.
Nice.
So I'm gonna have to reach out to him because that shit is legit.
Am I gonna have to get a fucking WRX to start doing that shit?
It's still gonna be
Instead
slow. Still slow, Gabe. They were fast in the day. Did you not watch the? I've started watching repeats of Jeremy Clarkson and Top Gear when they do their big trips. Yeah, WRX is not fast. Never has been.
So Ford Focus
Yeah. Focus is what you need.
Yeah.
with a Coyote engine.
Look, you're going to be sitting on that thing. You'll be cuddling it.
I can only race when it's cool outside.
Yes, I can only race in
Too hot in
Alaska.
the car.
I can do all the Alaska
It's
runs.
too hot in the car.
I'm gonna straddle the fucking turnstile.
From March to October, I can't race the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Arctic Circle, I can race all year round.
Yeah.
So
All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
There's a little bit of rambling happening here.
Yeah. It's all good.
ramble.
Yeah. People lost it when we started talking about fucking F1, I think.
Yeah. They just don't
I
understand.
know I
it.
did.
Yeah.
I saw Armando's eyes.
Like fucking F1 again.
I fucking need a nap.
The fucking F1 again. Fucking rich ass fucking playboys racing $1 billion cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and you,
Yawn.
yeah, and you just go and watch it. And it's like, meow. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
All right,
All right,
everyone.
guys.
Yeah.
Have a happy 4th of July. Keep
Yeah.
off 10 fingers this week. Please don't
Yes.
blow yourself up.
No eyes out.
Yeah. Keep your hair, keep your fingers. Don't burn your house down. And Chris, have a fun honeymoon.
I will, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks because I won't be there
All
next
right.
week.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll be gone too.
Oh.
Where are you going?
Am I doing
I'm going
solo
fishing.
episode?
Oh, okay.
I'll be back Wednesday. I'll be back Wednesday afternoon if we want to push to Wednesday. We'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about it.
I'm going fishing.
Fishing.
And they're pulling up 200 pounders this week, so I'm just like, let's go.
Oh,
Fucking go.
we want to see the photos.
Yeah.
I know. Definitely.
Very good. All right, boys. We'll enjoy.
Hopefully it stays good.
Be safe. Don't get too drunk, Gabe.
All right.
Oh, I can't
Yeah,
promise you
Gabe.
that.
Alcohol and fireworks don't mix. Hi,
Sure
Gabe.
they do.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill.
It's like, hey, man,
All right,
what's
everyone.
going on?
Be safe, everyone. On that note, see ya.
Bye.
See ya.